Oh,
Before we get to the big news, your catch streak came to an end. As you reflect on the catch streak, what does it bring to mind for you, if anything?
yeah, I mean, it was a lot of games with the catch. It feels pretty good. I mean, every good thing comes to an end one day, so I don't really have too many thoughts about it. I take a win 10 out of 10 times before a catch streak, so.
You now have to play at least 5 more years to get back up to 83, though.
Yeah, we'll see about that. It's not up to me. That's up to my body. So no, but yeah, I feel good. Yeah, see what happens.
It just felt like here's a guy who for multiple years has been a big part of the offense. It just kind of, for me, it was just kind of a celebration of how big a deal you've been for the Bombers' offense. Did you take any of that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of good things have to happen for you to play 84 games with a catch in all 84 games. I mean, it's not like the most crazy stat to me, but it is something cool that you take away from it. And, still got a lot of good football left to play, so that's where my mind goes.
If you play 2 more years, you'll see some pretty big changes in this league if the rules. What do you think of them?
Honestly, I don't think too much of them, to be honest. Like not in a negative way or not in a positive way. I mean, it's part of growth. It's part of growing the league. I don't look at all the stats and how to make bigger plays and stuff like that. I just kind of trust the process. And I mean, this league pays my bills, and I've had a lot of good years here, so I don't have any complaints.
So as a Winnipegger, you don't mind seeing some of these uniquely Canadian things disappear, length of field and goalposts.
I mean, yeah, there's some stuff that, you kind of scratch your head at, but there's other things that make sense. So, again, you're never going to be completely happy with everything, especially when, they change something that's been around for so long. But at the end of the day, I mean, my voice isn't really going to change that. So, as I said, I play here and I love this game. And, still a lot of good things are part of this game that we play. Some things got taken out. And I mean, I think it will be also a little bit of trial and error and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Do you wish players were consulted about these changes?
Yeah, in a way, I do, selfishly, just because, of course, then I could have my say. But at the end of the day, I mean, these same players 10 years later, probably, not a lot of big percentage of them are going to be around. So, I mean, I understand why they didn't consult the players. Was it fair not to consult the players? I mean, I don't know. That's a question for other people.
Is there something that you like in the changes that you've heard?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I like the 35-second, but again, I mean, you're going to have to play that one out before you actually can like it or not. I mean, the last 3 minutes of a game in the CFL is probably the most exciting part, and that's definitely going to change it. Do I think more plays can happen that way? Yes, but yeah, you got to see how it affects us first before I guess you kind of make that statement. Another thing I do like is the benches across, one on each opposite sideline. I think that's a great move. Everything else, it is what it is.
Have you ever used the goalpost as a rub on a player to get open?
I haven't. I mean, the goalpost. I mean, yeah, to me that's like a mixed feeling one because I mean. Even being a returner myself, field goal returns are a huge part of this league. So, to miss that excitement, but, then also on the offensive side of the ball, sometimes, you are kind of, I remember one catch that I made here, I had to check the goalpost before I made the touchdown catch. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I still made the touchdown catch. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's part of the game. So I do think it opens it up for more offensive plays, but I still do think that, there's a negative effect to it of the field goal returns, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
What does Zach do to open up your offense if he comes back?
Yeah, I mean, he does a lot. I mean, I love Zach. I mean, everybody knows how I feel about Zach. So I think he does a tremendous amount, I think, him just being in there is just going to open up the playbook just with his presence as well.
What have you learned about Zach these past few weeks? Before these changes, felt like he was like the talk of the league, really, since his head injury, obviously. So what have you learned about him since then?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I was going to say a competitor, but it's like, I've always known he's a competitor. I mean, even with, everything that he's going through, he still wants to do the most to get back out there for his teammates. And I think that says a lot about him.
Appreciate it, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, man.